The game, Watson, is on. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So as you can see from the title, it's another Get Ready With Me, and we are going to be discussing Sherlock from the BBC. It's the season 1 episode 1, Studying Pink, and that was the inspiration for this look. Very cute. And also I tried to do my best, like I will say in the video that I made sure to try my best to use cruelty free brands, meaning that they have stated that they do not test their products on animals, and for the most part they don't sell to China, which apparently China requires that cosmetic products be tested on animals, so it's not sold there either. But you know, I did my best to do my research. If I am incorrect, I do apologize, and please, you know, share your input below if you do feel that the information that I'm using in this video regarding the products are, you know, there's a misinformation there. But again, I did my best to make sure I used animal cruelty free makeup products. And I believe all the brushes I used in this video are also all animal free, because I think now the law requires that brushes can no longer be made out of animal hair. So I love this look. It's so glowy too. Alright guys, if you want to learn how I did this look, stay tuned. Hi guys, so from the title of my video, it's a Get Ready With Me chit chat. Maybe mix in a little Sherlock, because it's one of my favorite British detective shows, and it's the Sherlock on BBC with Martin Freeman and Benedict Cumberbatch. So let's get started. So also for this video, I'm going to try to use products or brands that I researched the best that I could, that are considered cruelty free. And I would say the majority, if not all, the products that I'm using today are from Sephora. So it's great. You can go to one place and buy these products if you like them. Okay, so the first product is the Milk Cosmetics Hydro Grip Primer. This is great because it's really tacky, and start from the middle of your face out, and I'm gonna do a Jackie Aina and set it with some of my Laura Mercier translucent setting powder, which is like the #1. So I'm going to use my beauty blender and set that, believe it or not, primer. So this is what I noticed that she does in her videos. You guys like my new background, my new backdrop? Isn't it cute? And I noticed she does this. She sets her primer and then she puts her liquid foundation, liquid or cream foundation over that. Excuse me guys, just had dinner and I don't know, I drank a lot of water, but gets rid of that shine because I am oily combination. Alright, we got that. Let me grab a mirror. Okay, so I'm gonna take this Tarte Cosmetics buffing foundation brush and the Huda Beauty Faux Filter foundation in 3 350G. Just like so. And I'm going to dot my face just like so. I hope everyone's having a good holiday weekend. Oh, yes. Full coverage. Oh, I hear fireworks. And we're buffing this in fast. What do you guys think of my hoopy earrings? I got it from Amazon. Oh, I think, you know what? Speaking of Amazon, that's Amazon Prime has Sherlock seasons 1 through, is it Prime? No. It's Netflix. That has the Sherlock episodes all the way up to season 4, and including after season 3, they had the film that came out in the movies called The Abominable Bride, which was awesome. I can watch that over and over again. And but the episode that I wanted to talk about was Sherlock's Study in Pink, which is the first episode in season 1 of BBC Sherlock. And for those of you who don't know, it's a British detective series on the BBC, starring Martin Freeman and Benedict Cumberbatch, but it's like a cast of big timers. I mean, it's such a great cast. I mean, I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed. Okay, obsessed with Sherlock. And Study in Pink is when, you know, the cast gets introduced, and when Sherlock and Watson get introduced and become roommates at 221B Baker Street. And of course, you know, the landlady is Mrs. Hudson. I love her character. She's so fierce and fiery, and she had this you know, very exciting and colorful past. And anyway, the cast is amazing. And in Study in Pink, you know, Sherlock and Watson get kind of introduced together, but then they're caught up in these series of so-called suicides, but Sherlock knows that it's not suicides, it's serial killing, but they don't know how it's being done. So of course, Detective Lestrade, you know, gets Sherlock and uses him as this advisor to the case. And so the Study in Pink, the reason why they call him that is because one of the you know, not the suspects. Oh my god, I am completely blanking on the word. Hold on one second, I just have to get the spray. Okay, sorry, I had to grab the new Huda Beauty Glow Cocoa Spray, and I'm using her foundation, but I just want it to be a little more wet because it dries pretty fast. And if you like coconut, this is so nice. Okay, I digress. So one of the victims in Study in Pink is found in this abandoned attic to this flat or building, and she's wearing all pink. She's wearing a pink trench coat, she has pink nails and pink shoes. So obviously Sherlock, being Sherlock, puts 2 and 2 together and okay, where's her cell phone? She's traveling. Where's her bag? It has to be pink, because all she does is coordinate pink, and you know, you have to coordinate. And speaking of coordinate, I am going in with this pink look to go with the whole theme of the Sherlock Study in Pink. So I'm gonna have pink eyes, pink lips, and then we're gonna coordinate, even though my nails are like a nudish, peachy nude. Anywho, we are going to go with the KVD KVD Lock-It Concealer in medium cool 23. And the packaging looks like this. So I'm going to use that for under my eyes. And yes, KVD brand is animal cruelty free and vegan. Sorry, I keep blocking the mirror. I need to practice that. Okay. I need to practice that. And ooh, there's going to be a sunset on my forehead. Yes. A big sunset, apparently. Love boat. And I picked a cool color because I need a little color correction. I've been having really bad insomnia. Oh, before we keep going, I'm going to moisturize my lips with the new Huda Beauty Silk Balm. Because we want some moisturized lips. Ooh, okay, hold on, let me get a tissue. Sorry guys, I did not want to get any foundation lips on my Huda lip balm. Okay. And so now we're blending. We're blending over the eyes. Yeah, so the third, I believe the third victim, yes, is a woman that's wearing all pink. So John Watson, in this present day Sherlock, TV series, writes a blog. And little background on John Watson: he is a veteran of the, I believe, Afghan wars, and he goes through after coming home from the wars, he experiences PTSD, living on his own, but can't really afford a flat on his own in London. So a friend of his from medical school, because it's Dr. John Watson, hooks him up and sets him up with Sherlock as a roommate, which actually ends up working out well. So John becomes Sherlock's blog writer. Okay guys, you've seen me do this a million times. I'm using the Marc Jacobs Accomplice Concealer in Deep 59 and then blending that in. And then, so getting back to Sherlock, John Watson, Dr. Watson, writes the blogs for Sherlock, and he names this case A Study in Pink. And then, come to find out, throughout the, as the show goes on, the police raid his house, Scotland Yard, raids their flat at 221B Baker Street, and apparently they find, Sherlock has found the dead woman's pink luggage, which he found in a dumpster. And they suspect him, but of course they know it's not him. But of course, Lestrade gives him hell. And so, the cops are like, the detectives are like searching his home, and they're like, oh, it's a drugs bust. And then Watson's like, what? This dude, he doesn't take drugs. And it's like, dude, I take drugs, or I used to take drugs. And, so we kind of see like the shady side to Sherlock. And we also learned that he was a former cigarette smoker, because as he's trying to, work the case out, he has like this amazing mind, but he's a little narcissistic, and he's not a psychopath. He is a high-functioning sociopath. And let me tell you, that line, oh my god. Oh, so epic. Okay. So we have our cream concealer down. Pretty. Okay, and I'm taking the Pro Filt'r loose translucent powder in banana from Fenty, and it looks like this. And I'm taking my beauty blender and taking whatever moistness is on there and baking. God, I love this foundation from Huda. Oh, and it smells good. It smells good. Oh, I'm looking like Scarface. Okay. Okay, we're just gonna go ham on my face. Crazy, 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 crazy. Yee! Okay, so I already did my left brow. I'm using the Fenty Beauty by RIHANNA brow MVP in medium brown. It's a very, you know, kind of tiny twist up. Ooh, okay, you guys see that? Is it focusing? Focusing? Nope. There we go. Tiny twist up brow pencil. So now Sherlock, so they're rating their flat, John and Sherlock's flat, and you know, they find, I think is it thumbs or something in the refrigerator that's really weird. But you know, Sherlock is like, he does a lot of experiments. He usually visits Molly Hooper, Dr. Molly Hooper, who is like in charge of the morgue at Bart's Hospital. I love her character, by the way. She's super sweet, super into, obviously, Sherlock, and just an overall great character. I love the actress. So lucky that she gets to kiss Sherlock in one of the episodes. Oh, God. So jealous. You know, I'm really loving this brow pencil. It's like, it's just the right amount of waxiness that it's not so hard, but it blends well. And it doesn't pull. We're not going to go super dramatic. That's fine. That's fine. We're getting there. We're getting there. I swear. I swear. And I swear on the... Okay, I'm keeping my day job. Okay, and I'm going to take this Fenty Beauty Pro Filt'r eyeshadow base, and I'm gonna dot that all over my eyes. Come on, I know we're not done with this. Okay, where were we with Sherlock? Defend the flap of it. Oh, okay, so now I know. Hold on. Before I go on, I'm using the Sephora, I guess it's like a concealer blender brush. And what I heard about this specific brush collection, the one with the pink top and the silver ferrule, is that apparently the bristles are infused with some kind of skincare. Can't think of it right now, but I was a little excited about that because, you know, we all need a little skincare. You know, I'm not gonna say what age bracket box I'm in, but you know, a little skincare don't hurt nobody. Okay, and then we're doing like a soft pink bright lip look. So I'm going to go into my Anastasia hold on. Okay, so the first color we're going to go into is Orange Soda as a transition. And I know what you're thinking. It's so funny how it's coming off on the camera. It's not like this neon peach. It's just a very light peach. Do you guys like the flowers? It's so floral. Spring. Florals. Exciting. Okay, so Study in Pink. So Sherlock finds a case, and he figures out the guy, whoever, you know, killed this woman, you know, had her suitcase, but then dumped it because realized that she didn't have it. But okay, so when they find her body, there's something on the wooden floor that's scratched in there, and it's a name or a word. And initially, you know, the detectives think it's a German word, RIHANNA, but it's not. It's actually short for Rachel. So Sherlock figures out that is the password to her cell phone. So I guess whoever killed her made the mistake of having her cell phone. So, Sherlock goes online and tries to track the phone, and then uses the password to track the phone, something along those lines, right? And oh, before we go on, we're gonna take burnt orange right here and take that right below what we just applied. So they track the phone, and then they text the person who has the phone and makes it seem like the woman is still alive. I know, right? That was smart. And so obviously the killer's confused, so they agree to meet. But apparently this is all by design. This whole thing is by design, and this is when we are first introduced to not the physical character of Moriarty, but kind of like the concept that Moriarty is already trying to get involved, and, you know, having this cat and mouse type of relationship with Sherlock. He's like obsessed with Sherlock's mind, because they're both like pretty much geniuses. Alright, I'm taking that burnt orange and taking it to the bridge of my nose, and then down, and then underneath. And then just a little over that tip. Okay. Looking good so far. I know, we're getting to the pink. We're getting to the pink. Okay, so I'm just going to take some of that Fenty Beauty eyeshadow primer onto a Sephora synthetic concealer brush. And we're going to do a little soft cut crease. I already did it on this eye, so I'm using it on this eye and carefully marking out the area where I want to apply some of that pink. And we're taking it above that really deep crease. Well, because I'm, you know, my lid is a bit smaller, so I want to go above it, just like so. Okay, so we're going to take the Fenty Beauty Snap Palette in number 4, and we're going to take this pretty pale pink color called, what is that called? Sleepover. And we're going to pack that with our Marc Jacobs shadow brush. Pack that all over the first half of our lid and going up. Ooh, pretty. I know I say that for every damn thing, but I do mean it when I say it. I do mean it. So Sherlock unlocks the phone, gets in touch with the killer, makes it seem like, you know, it's the victim and she's still alive, and wants to know what happened. Ooh, I like. So, but all this is being manipulated by his arch nemesis, Moriarty, James Moriarty. It's funny though, because in this version of Sherlock, they never refer to him as Dr. James Moriarty. He's known as just Moriarty or Jim. Actually, in another episode, which I believe it's he physically gets introduced to the series and season 2, episode 1, A Scandal in Belgravia, which is a sexy ass episode, okay? Because Sherlock gets introduced to Irene Adler, and in Irene Adler in this version, she's British, she's not American, and she's a dominatrix. I'm like, okay, girl, get it. Okay, and we are gonna go in with the Morphe Jaclyn Hill collaboration brush in JH30. I believe this is 33, and going into this very pretty mauve pink color called Sugar Shock. Sugar Shock. And we're gonna blend that into the outer V. It's very pretty. And blend that out and up. Oh my god, it's almost duochrome. I did not see that before. It's so funny what, you know, when you're doing your own makeup and there's like no kind of camera obviously in your face, and how things are coming up on screen, you don't notice these things. But I did not know it was duochrome. It has kind of like a goldy pink corally kind of look. Okay, so we're going back into that Anastasia Beverly Hills Soft Glam palette and taking some of that sienna also on the Jaclyn Hill Morphe blending brush, and we're going to use that in our outer V, but concentrate it right on the corner to bring some depth into all those soft colors. And I'm just taking it straight into my crease and then to the V, to that outer lash line, upper lash line. I like sienna, it's a great color. This is the soft, I have to say, the Soft Glam palette is very versatile. In terms of, I've seen it used on many skin tones. And we're taking it a little bit under that lower lash line on the outer third to give it some depth. Okay, don't worry, we're gonna clean that. Okay, so we're gonna go in with this JH39 Jaclyn Hill Morphe brush and dipping it into this beautiful color called Rose Pink. It's a kind of a metallic, I would say it's a metallic shimmer, definitely a shimmer. And we're going to put that in our inner third to kind of bring a little bit of light into that inner corner, and then kind of diffuse it into the inner 1/3, and a little bit, I guess this is kind of like a pencil brush, and we're going to take it into pretty the inner 1/4 or 1/3 of the lower lash line. Oh, yay. Okay, so now we're going to take a bit of that color called Fairy from the Soft Glam palette with our Jaclyn Hill kind of like pencil brush and dipping that into Fairy and taking that just to highlight that we just put. I know, but see how it makes it like pop now? I love it. Just a little bit on that, right under that arch. Okay. So we're going to take the Fenty Beauty Sun Stalk'r in Caramel Cutie, and it looks like this. I love this color. I love that not all her bronzers have a red undertone. And that is, see, I kind of used it a little bit right there. And I'm taking the Marc Jacobs bronzer brush and dipping that into there. And taking that to my cheeks, to the side of my forehead, into the hairline. Into the, remember, blend into your hairline. Blend into your hairline. Oh, this is so pigmented. And I did check their website and a couple of what do you call this, other vegan-y bloggers, and it did say that Fenty is cruelty-free. So I did check. Which is nice, you know, like KVD, Too Faced. Disappointingly, I found out Benefit is not, which I thought they were, and I thought Fresh, which is like a pretty natural line, skincare line, is not cruelty-free either. Gotta look into that. Side of the nose. Okay, so bring some color back into this Filipino-ness right here. Okay, so make sure to put the cover back on. I always have to put everything back the way I found it. And let's see. Hold on one second. I have to look for a specific brush. Okay, so I'm taking this Jouer Rose Cut Gems face palette, and I'm taking Tease Me and this color called Royal Jewel and mixing that for my cheek color. And I'm taking, what do I have here? A MAC 160 brush. It's a blush brush. And I'm mixing those two colors. And smile. And I'm going in like circular motion. Ooh. Adding a little bit more of that Royal Jewel. So pretty. It already kind of gives me a little bit of a highlight there. Ooh, God, that is like doll pink. Hello. We're going to like diffuse that sucker. We're going to diffuse that just a little bit. No, much better. Oh, it looks so pretty on camera. Rosy cheeks always look on camera. Okay, and we are going to take this JH, God, they make it like so super, oh, JH30 Morphe Jaclyn Hill brush, which is nice because you can, it's kind of long and tapered, very soft, and this is great for not only shadow blending but for highlighting the tops of the cheeks. And I'm going with, oh, I want, you know, I'm probably gonna go with 2 highlighters, so argue. Okay, so I'm using this Fenty Beauty Killawatt and Killawatt foil highlighter duo, and I'm going with a Sangria Sunset right there. I know you're like, what, Joanne? Yes, we're talking about studying pink. Ooh, okay, so now the person, so they're trying to figure out who is this person, like what do they do as a living, where the killer can easily access these random people that he's killing, because we know they're not suicides, but for some reason he or she is convincing them to swallow these pills that are poisonous, and that's how these victims die. But they make it look like it's a suicide, but it's not a suicide, and Sherlock gets that. Come to find out, it's a taxi driver who can meld into the background, be around different people at all given times, and kind of like, you know, just blend in without being really noticed. Taxi drivers, scary. So this taxi driver then shows up to the flat, to 221B Baker Street. Ooh, girl, work on. Okay. This was supposed to be a soft pink look. I don't think so, Joanne. But you know what? We're going to make it work. Because I'm going to end up looking like that flower right there. Oh my god. Okay, so we're going to take the Huda Beauty Glow Coco setting spray, and we're going to spray. Because I do want to go. That smells so freaking good. And we're going to take this highlighter called Diamond in the Rough. That is so Aladdin. Diamond in the Rough highlighter. Wipe off some of that pinky highlighter. And we're going to take that right on the top of that Killawatt highlighter. Ooh, look at that. Yes. Yes, you know I love to glow. I'm a glowing queen. Something 17, not 17. Yes. Okay, so it comes to find out it's a taxi driver who is actually, kind of feel bad. He is dying from like some sort, I want to say it's cancer. And he lures Sherlock into the cab and takes him away, and of course John Watson figures out like, hello, where the hell is Sherlock, and tracks him through the phone because Sherlock has the phone. And then this taxi driver takes him to like this library or school of some sort and starts questioning him, and does the same thing he does to the other victims, and makes Sherlock choose a pill. One pill will kill him, one pill will not kill him. The pills look the same. I don't know if it's real or not, we don't know, but Sherlock kind of, believes or not, stalls, even though he makes the guy feel like he's feeding into his whole plan. And you know, come to find out, this guy is being coaxed or kind of put in this position by Moriarty himself, because he's dying and he doesn't get much from his job, I guess, in terms of compensation when he, if and when he dies, for his children. So unfortunately, he wants to leave his children with something. So Moriarty puts this taxi driver in this position of like luring and killing people, and one of them is Sherlock. So he puts the question, which pill do you take? And then Sherlock kind of like examines the pills and kind of just kind of keeps talking to kind of get him distracted. But eventually John Watson comes along, with his soldier mentality, and he has his handgun. Oh, just an FYI, in the beginning of the show, John Watson's character seems kind of vulnerable because of the PTSD, but also physically, like he has a cane, he has a limp, but come to find out he like surpasses all that, because he actually wants to be part of the war again. Like he's very calm when he's in these stressful situations with Sherlock. So fast forward, he follows Sherlock on his own, has a handgun, and before this guy can hurt Sherlock, he shoots the guy from across the building. And as the guy is dying on the floor, Sherlock says, you know, who put you up to this and whatever. And the guy screams out, Moriarty! So it's like this dramatic, you know, end scene to that whole, you know, dialogue between the taxi driver and Sherlock. But at the end of the show, at the end of that episode, come to find out, you know, John Watson realizes, you know, who Sherlock's brother is, which is, you know, Mycroft Holmes, who's like pretty much the British government. He just knows everything and just pretty much just keeps an eye on his brother, his little brother Sherlock. And yeah, I mean, that's the beginning of us being introduced to the concept of Moriarty, like behind the scenes, and then Sherlock pretty much solving the case that it's not suicides, that it's all murders. But yeah, such a great TV series. I hope it keeps going after this whole lockdown, shelter in place kind of thing. I mean, I know everyone, it's more important to take precautions, but still such a great show. And they already finished season 4 just past, I think, was it last year? Oh my god, season 4. I can't even talk about that right now, but let's just stick to season 1. And yeah, we'll maybe have another chit chat. Get ready with me for season 1 episode 2, which is called The Blind Banker. So maybe I'll do like a green money theme with that one. But let's finish this look, okay? Because I'm just chatting and chatting and chatting. Okay, sorry guys, I thought I was recording. I was not recording. I just did my liner in the KVD Beauty Dagger tattoo liner in Trooper Black. And then I'm going to, say it with me, curl my lashes up to Santo Nino. And if you don't know who Santo Nino is, ask your favorite Filipino who Santo Nino is. Okay, there we go. We're using the Kevin Aquan, the eyelash curler. And I'm not going to do any false lashes since I'm not really doing anything today, but I'm just going to go in with my Milk Kush mascara in the color, oh, it only comes in one color, it's black. Oh, by the way, this mascara is, I think it's like half off at Sephora. Both the mascara and the primer. So if you're interested in this mascara, today's the 4th of July. Their 4th of July or Independence Day sale started on July 3rd. I'm not sure how long it's going for. But yeah, either go online or stop at your nearest Sephora. If you are going out to go get your makeup at a store, they do require you to wear a mask, and I believe they do take your temperature. So make sure to wear a mask everywhere. Okay, people, wear a mask, because the numbers are going back up, and that means that I'm going to be furloughed for longer. Okay, I don't want to be furloughed for longer. I don't want to go back. I don't want to go back to work and make people feel and look pretty. God damn it. Sorry, God, I didn't mean to take your name in vain. Okay, we're gonna get this Fenty. I think it's called a Mademoiselle. It's in this like really hot pink color. I will list the name below. Okay, because this is all about the study in pink. Come on, open, tell me. Okay. And I already I already wiped off some of that lip balm from Huda. Oh, I'm looking extra sparkly. I love it. I love these matte lipsticks because they're so moisturizing. They're buttery. Buttery. Ooh, okay, okay. If you guys hear a whirring sound, that's my fan slash air filter purifier thingamajiggy. Oh, yes. Yes, Sherlock. Study in pink. I am sprinkled in pink. Okay. Alright, guys. Let's put my hair down. What do you think of my earrings? Cute, huh? Actually, you know what? I was looking kind of cute with that headband. Hold on, let me put it back on. Okay, guys. I love it. What do you think? Very cute. Very pretty. Very spring. Matching the florals and my super peach top. Okay. Well, I had a lot of fun chatting about one of my favorite shows. Don't get me wrong. I have like a ton of like different detective shows, but for some reason they seem to all be from Great Britain. Great Britain. I don't know. Maybe we'll do a chit chat regarding Endeavor, Mr. Endeavor Morris. But yeah. I hope you like this look and our little chat on Sherlock Season 1, Episode 1, Study in Pink, which, you know, was the motivation for this look and the title of my video. So, if you enjoyed this little sesh on makeup and Sherlock, please hit the like button. Comment on your favorite, you know, detective shows. And please subscribe. And I'll see you in my next video. Have a safe and wonderful Independence Day weekend. Take care and stay healthy. I love you guys. Bye.